Hey everybody, Gus here from the Barrel House. This is a video that I never particularly wanted to make, but a lot of folks have been asking to reach out and donate, in the wake of this whole shitty situation. And Lynn offered to start a GoFundMe, and after hearing everybody really wanting to get in and help, I think now would be a good time. I want to explain the situation as transparently as humanly possible, right? So the TLDR, I'll do the short version up front, and if you want all the dirty details, keep watching because I'm going to be talking at length because it's a fairly complex situation. The money that we are trying to raise via this GoFundMe is 100% going to go to the employees that lost shifts while we were closed. In the event that there is more donation money than is necessary to cover those shifts, whatever surplus of money, if that happens, not saying it's expected or whatever, but if that happens, will be divided evenly amongst the crew, myself excluded. So it would be 100% of these funds would be going directly to the crew. That's the short and sweet end of it. I guess the more deep dive, the more detailed version is that, last week, Saturday, we had sewage, basically, there's a sewage backup, right, inside the bar. So obviously, that's a biohazard. We can't have people in here, so we kind of got everybody out of here, shut down, called in an emergency plumber, and they gave us their diagnosis and essentially said, hey, the problem kind of took care of itself. We don't see anything wrong. Go ahead and reopen. Cool, awesome, dope. Did that, reopened on Sunday. The issue happened again right around the same time. So at that point, I got on the horn with the landlord, and he sent out another company the next morning to do the inspection, and they found a blockage in the pipe or something. So now there's two conflicting opinions, right? One, everything is perfectly fine and you should be open. The other one, you need a brand new drain pipe or whatever. Or, put a liner in there. None of which are cheap fixes. Now, also, this is very important in the name of transparency. The Barrel House is not responsible for the monetary fix, right? That falls on our landlord in the purview. That being said, we still lost our Saturday night sales. We got a decent Sunday in, it happened at last call, but then we were closed from Monday through Wednesday. So that's just a lot of lost sales, meaning that the business is just not in a position to be able to pay the crew for the wages that they lost during us being shut down. I sincerely wish I could, but we just are not in that position. Also, our insurance policy does cover us in this situation for being closed down, loss of sales and everything. And I do intend to file a claim, but that's going to take a shit ton of paperwork to prove this is what we missed and yada, yada, yada. And it just won't be very timely, right? So with people seeming to be very graciously, obviously, willing to help out the crew, if we can knock that out, that way I don't have to claim that on insurance and focus mostly on the house. Takeaway is the house is going to be fine, but we're just not in a position to pay the crew for the wages that they lost, and their bills don't give a fuck that they didn't come to work, you know what I mean? So that's the situation. Since we're rambling, since we're here, if you want more juicy tea, plumbing tea, we did get a third plumber in here yesterday on Thursday. Those of you that got here right at 3 p.m. might have even saw us working with them. And they did a deep forensic dive into the entire building's plumbing system. And it seems like the issue might not even be related to our toilets. I'm still a little shook. Like, we're still gonna rock porta potties till like things are fixed, but it seems like the main issue is a different failing pipe, a failing PVC pipe though, not the original cast iron like we had thought, where one of the support beams holding it up in the basement, you know, it should be like this, but it, oh God, here, can I do this? Ah, there we go. So it should be like this, but one of the support beams failed. So it's doing one of these. And this is where the trouble in the backup is. And it's not as easy as like going in there and fixing a bracket because it's located underneath a crawl space in the basement, but like no human being, unless you're like a toddler, it is small enough to like get under there. It's basically inaccessible. It's like 6-7 feet out in a crawl space. It's maybe, I don't know, 6 inches tall. It's a whole thing. So current theory is that they might have to cut into the floor of the bar. So if that happens, we may or may not have to close again. I don't know what that's going to look like, but yeah, that's where we're at. So yeah, if you are interested in helping to cover the crew's wages, please, if you can, you know, donate. The house is taking none of the money is the takeaway, but I did want to be 100% and fully transparent with everybody before asking for money. Because, I mean, maybe it's just like the toxic fucking white boy in me, but I hate asking for help. I hate it. But y'all seem to be eager to help, which is just so fucking moving. Thank you. We have the best people. Crew and, like, y'all. Just the best. All right. Thank you for hearing me out. Oh, my God. I've been going for 8 minutes. I'm going to try to edit this down. All right. Love you. Bye. Mwah.